There's a lot of money to be made in the market. So not being in a stock is costing you money. You could be making so much money right now. So when a stock goes down, Wall Street, financial news outlets, people like that, when they're talking about these stocks, like they're so fearful about them, they're like, avoid them, like they're doing bad, like they're doomed to fail. Like when people are talking like that, that's how you know it is time to invest in those stocks. Warren Buffett said, know what you're invested in. If you don't know what you're invested in, you don't need to be invested in it. So why are you putting your money towards things you don't understand? That's how you lose money. And when you know what you're invested in, that's the biggest thing. Warren Buffett said, know what you have, what you're invested in, because if you don't know, you're doomed. That's a lot of people. A lot of people like gambling and like just putting their money any and everywhere, hoping that it goes up, like because somebody says something. No, you don't do that. You study to show yourself approved. Yeah, you don't just make moves. You be smart with the moves that you make, especially when it comes to your hard-earned money. You don't just give your hard-earned money away. You need to be diligent and careful about where you put your money. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Uplift Beyond 9 to 5 with Sean Christopher Jenkins. Please like this video. If you want to support me, if you love what you're seeing and get from this channel, if you just want to bless me like I'm blessing you with financial advice, all you got to do is give me a like button and I'll help you to get rich. Okay? Just give me a like button, please. That's all I ask for. And leave a comment if you got any questions about stocks, how to invest your money, or anything like that. Just send me a DM or leave a comment and I'll do a video on the question that you asked. Thanks you guys for the people who have reached out. I'm doing my earnest to hit you guys with all the videos in the world answering y'all questions so you guys can get the vision in order to succeed when it comes to creating the freedom and generating the wealth and giving you guys the answers that you need in order to help you to overcome the challenges that you're facing and the debt that you're in or anything like that. Right. So that's what this channel is going to help you to do. I promise. I know it is, because if God did it for me, he can do it for you. So I'm making disciples in the way that God has called me to steward money so that you can steward money in a great way that God called you to do it too. And for today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 stocks you can invest in right now. My 5 favorite stocks in the month of June 2026, right? And these are the best stocks to invest in right now. I won't say hottest because the world thinks hot means when it comes to stocks, like the hottest stocks, like these stocks are popping off, like they're doing great. So this is what we need. This is what we need to invest in. Like, no, that's not when you invest in stocks. Okay. So in order to be a successful stock picker, investor, you need to know what great investors, how they think. You need to move how great investors have invested, and you need to take and learn from their successes and failures so that you can succeed and avoid the failures that they face, that they're educating you on, right? So Warren Buffett, without a shadow of doubt, everybody says that he's the greatest investor of all time, hands down. It's not even a debate. And then you got Peter Lynch and Howard Marks next. But Warren Buffett once said, be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy only when others are fearful. And so this quote is one that resonates in my spirit. Also, time in the markets be time in the market. That's something else he says, or Peter Lynch says. But yeah, so like if you're interested in investing in stocks, generating wealth, or anything like that, I would advise reading their books, listening to their messages on YouTube. You can find their books on YouTube too if you like Audible books. So, and yeah, just listen away, man. Take notes, and I'm start doing videos on things that they say and breaking it down. So be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy only when others are fearful. So the 5 stocks I'm investing in, it's the time to be greedy, because everybody are fearful about these stocks. Like they don't think these stocks are doing great. So when a stock goes down, Wall Street, financial news outlets, people like that, when they're talking about these stocks, like they're so fearful about them, they're like, avoid them, like they're doing bad, like they're doomed to fail. Like when people are talking like that, that's how you know it is time to invest in those stocks. When they're a great company, They're not in any debt. When you look at their balance sheet, they got way more money coming in than going out. They're growing their wealth, and wealth and value. Their projections, their estimates, they're hitting the mark, but well exceeding it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're never lower than what their expectations are and what their projections are when it comes to the promises that they're making to clients, to the world, and stuff like that, to their investors. So there's a lot of factors that you're looking for when it comes to investing in a company, a business, a company and a business. Like, these businesses got to be the best in the world. They got to be great at what they do. You don't just pick a stock and just hope. Like, no, it takes a lot of research. So, and when you know what you're invested in, that's the biggest thing. Warren Buffett said, know what you have, what you're invested in, because if you don't know, you're doomed. That's a lot of people. A lot of people like gambling and like just putting their money in and everywhere, hoping that it goes up, like because somebody says something. No, like, you don't do that. You study to show yourself approved. I think that's First Timothy 3:15. It's in the Bible. I'll make sure to put it in the video. But like, yeah, you don't just make moves. You be smart with the moves that you make, especially when it comes to your hard-earned money. You don't just give your hard-earned money away. You need to be diligent and careful about where you put your money. So this is the game with investing. So I'm about to give you my 5 favorite stocks right now to invest in, and I know I'm gonna make a lot of money from it. So that's kind of why I blew my money. So if you look at my portfolio, I was at a big number. Like, I was at $101,000. Let me make it bigger so we can see it. But I was at $101,000. I was probably at 103,000. But then I blew my money on a video game because I'm a game streamer now. So I spent $5,000, $6,000, which that's my whole point. Like, you don't just splurge money, but like, when you start making money, then you can start doing what you want with your money. Right? So like, but still, like, you got to play it safe, because this is not even safe. You got to wait till you get to like 250,000, 450,000. That's when you can start like relaxing a little, splurging a little. So like, you got to be careful, right? So this ain't even a position to be splurging like that, but you guys see what I'm saying? Like, let's just keep on talking. All right. So, yeah, my portfolio was way more than what it was because I spent like $5,000, $6,000 on a freaking video game. That's why I don't need to be playing games. But anyways, yeah, that's my confession to you guys. So don't do that. Like, you gotta be real careful with your money, all right? Because you don't know when you're gonna need it, or you don't know what that money could have done for you. Like, especially $6,000 invested in the market in the right stock. These stocks, man, come on, you could have made $20,000. So like, okay, so my 5 favorite stocks in the month of June 2026. I got Celsius Holdings. So I don't know if you've seen any commercials on Celsius yet. It's a great company. They're actually like Monster. They're like Monster Company, Monster Inc. They're the company that does energy drinks and stuff like that. Celsius, I think they do more than energy drinks, but like sports are starting to market them and stuff like that, and they're on commercials. So I love companies that are like that spend money on advertisement, that continually market themselves, because when you do that and you're on commercials and stuff like that and everybody start knowing your name, like, I'm sure you guys know about Celsius. Like, I've only ever seen it at $60, and that's its 52-week high, $66.74. For some odd reason, it's not in any debt or anything. I haven't heard any bad news about it, but it's at $28. It was at $27.47 as its 52-week low. It was just at that, like, yesterday on June 10th or something like that. So, and today's Thursday, June 11th. I don't know when you guys are gonna see this video. It's probably Saturday or Sunday of this week. But anyways, yeah, Celsius Holdings, man, it's a great time to invest in that stock. Why? Because Warren Buffett said, what? Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. So that means if Celsius is at $66, that means it ain't the time to invest in it. If Celsius is at $500, it ain't the time to invest in it. You wait until it's been hit, and it's been hit. So like, the longer you've been in the stock, the more you could tell when that time is. So time in the markets be time in the market. I'm gonna do a separate video on that, focusing on that. But that just means like, you need to learn how to time stocks, but like, there's no time in stocks, right? Because time in the market beats time in the market. So like, The longer you're in a stock, a great stock, it's going to always go up. So it don't matter when you invest in it. You can invest in Celsius Holding at $66 or $28. But ideally, you will want to invest in it when it's at its lowest, right? Because the return of investment is so greater. So the key is, like, let's say you bought Celsius at $28, like I'm doing, and then you sell out of it at $100. So you make the difference of that. So 100 minus 27 is what you make from your investment. That's how much you made. So the more shares you have, right? 100 minus 27 times however many shares you have, that's going to be how much money you get back and how much money you made on that stock, right? So if you bought Celsius Holding at $28, that's pretty good. But if you bought it at $66 and it went up to $100, that's only 100 minus 60, which is $40. So that's not that much. But $28 minus, $100 minus $28, like, that's a lot. So that's time in the market beats time in the market, right? But it matters when you invest in a stock too. So that's kind of what that quote means. It goes deeper than just a quote, right? So that's one of the stocks I really like right now. Celsius Holdings, man. It's not in any debt. It got money coming in continually, and I think it's gonna be up there with Monster Company. It's gonna be known as like Monster Company, maybe even greater. So it could go. Monster went up to like $200 or something like that, something crazy, I think. So Celsius, it may do that too. That's a lot of money, man. So there's a lot of money to be made in the market. So not being in a stock is costing you money. You could be making so much money right now. So I'll talk about that some more. Nike stock's another stock I like. My second stock I like in stocks to buy in June 2026. I said it before, I'll say it again. Like, you know, Nike had a bad CEO of the past few years, a person that was like from real estate or something, and they said like, yeah, let's put him as our CEO. And he knew nothing about Nike, and Nike's image has tanked and stuff like that from him, but not from a hooping standpoint. Like, Nike's Nike, Jordans and stuff like that, like in sports, like track. So nobody knows about that really in sports, I feel like, unless you like do your research and you're heavily involved in studying like what's going on with the shareholders and people like that in Nike. So and the partners and stuff. But yeah, Nike stock, man, like, they got a CEO that came back. I need to I'll do videos on it, but they got a CEO that came back that was a part of Nike back in the 90s when Michael Jordan played and stuff like that, in the beginning of Nike's conception and stuff. So like, he just knows the business and where, what Nike stands for, way more than like the person in real estate that was the CEO or whatever. I don't know. I'll do research showing you guys, but this is why it's important to know what you're invested in. Like, and this is what I mean. Like, who's the face of the company? So typically, and this is how you know to invest in a stock. So like Apple, who's the CEO? Like, I know you probably thought about Steve Jobs, but he's dead. Like, but that's the face. Like, everybody still incorporate and still sees Apple as Steve Jobs' baby, as Steve Jobs, Apple. So like, that image, I don't think it could ever be tainted. You know what I mean? Like, it's always there. That's what you're looking for in a stock. Like, is the CEO that? And if the answer is no, then the stock ain't gonna do too well. Like, I need to do my research. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know who the CEO of Estee Lauder is yet, or the CEO of Celsius Holdings, and I don't know the name of the Elf Beauty CEO, but I know the names of everybody else. Like, and I know Justin Bieber's wife is partnering with Elf Beauty, so that's really helping the brand. It's going to take it even crazier and further. But yeah, this is my account as of Wednesday, June 10th. And I'm showing you guys my account because it's going to go up like crazy. All right. And I want you guys to see it as it go up. And I haven't been pouring money into it like that because I haven't been working. So hopefully I find a job and can really pour money into it so I can make money outside of my stocks. Because that's the game. You make money, you invest the money, and then your money's going to make more money for you and stuff like that and grow for you. if you're invested in the right things. So those are the 3 steps I want you guys to focus on when you're investing, okay? And just in general, in saving, that's the answer. That's the key to the test. So like Nike, bro, like come on, it's Nike. So I like investing in companies that are monopolies. Like they run the world. Like who's a better shoe company than Nike? Adidas? New Balance? Are you kidding me? Puma? Puma? I can't even say it. Puma? Puma? Fubu? Stop. Nike is Nike, baby. Nike runs the world. It's Nike. So Nike is a great company to invest in. It's a dividend stock. So I have 300 shares in it. So I'm going to make like $500 at 4 times a year from having money in Nike stock. That's the game. Nike is a great dividend stock, the perfect dividend stock to invest in right now. If I find another one like it that's going through hell, then I'm gonna invest in it too. But Nike right now, Nike hasn't been at $40 since Michael Jordan played for the Washington Wizards in 2023. Yeah, I'm investing in Nike. What is Nike gonna go bankrupt? Is Nike gonna lose its business? Is Nike not gonna be Nike now? Like, is Nike gonna be bought out or something? Stop. No. So I'm gonna make $2,000 this year just from having Nike, unless I buy more shares and I make money from it, or if I sell it. Oh, preferably I don't have to sell it. But if it go back up to $80, this 52-week high, I'm definitely gonna probably sell because I can make money from it going up, or I can make money from holding it. So 2 ways to make money. So that's the game, guys. Like, in order to be a millionaire, you need multiple streams of income coming in. So I got money coming in from dividends. I got money coming in if my stocks go up, which they will. Because, like I said, I know them. I've been investing in them. I know how it moves, right? So, yeah, but I really know how. I'm investing in Estee Lauder. I'll talk about that another time, but that's another stock you can go with. I don't, if I'm being honest, yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that right now. Let's just wait. This is a separate video. All right, SoFi. I've been in that stock since 2020. So when you're investing in stocks and just when you're doing anything with your money, Warren Buffett said, know what you're invested in. If you don't know what you're invested in, you don't need to be invested in it. So why are you putting your money towards things you don't understand? That's how you lose money. When you don't know what you got your money in, you didn't put it in the work. And that's a scripture verse, Proverbs 21:5. Like, good planning and hard work leads to prosperity, but hasty shortcuts only leads to poverty. So that's the way it works, man. Like, you put in the work, you're gonna make the money. You're gonna be successful. You're gonna thrive. You're gonna prosper. But if you take shortcuts and just try to do something quick, you're gonna lose everything you got. That's life. So SoFi, I've been investing in it since 2020. It came in the market in 2020. I think it started off at $30 or $40, something crazy, but it dropped. Maybe even $25. Let's go with 25. And it dropped all the way to $6 because of COVID. And I've been investing in it since 2020. It went all the way up to $32. Now, do the math on that. $32 and $6. What's the percentage? How much did that go up? A lot. So I made probably around $50,000 from SoFi, maybe more, because I had like at least 20. I probably had $30,000 invested in it, but no, I didn't have $30,000 invested in it. I had about, let's say, 23,000. That's probably more, or 18,000, something like that. But now I have $27,000 invested in it because I've been buying it at $15. Are you kidding me? It hasn't been at $15 since 2021 or something. It's been a long time. Of course I'm going to buy that up. So far it's going to $80. Easy. Definitely 45. Like, it's 52-week high, it's $32. As soon as it jumps up, it's going to shatter the $32. The high. It's the all-time high of that stock. And when it does that, it's going to be rolling. It's going to have a new resistance probably at like $50 or $65, but I know for sure it's going to 80, but maybe it'll go to 200 quick. Maybe it'll go to 500 like AMD. I don't know. I pray it does, because $30,000 invested in that, man. See, I'm betting the farm now because I know how this stock moves. I pray I make money on that quick. I'm gonna be on a yacht just like that, sipping wine, buy a house with cash. I ain't going through no loan company or nothing like that. Cause the system wants you dependent on it. I ain't dependent on you. I can buy my own stuff. So that's the kicker. That's the game. Elf Beauty is my fifth stock. All right. Is that five? One, two, three, four, five. Yeah. Elf Beauty is my fifth stock. I actually invested almost $20,000 in it. I can't wait to get to that 20,000 because I have wanted to be invested in Elf for a long time. And every time I haven't been invested in it, I have not made any money in it. And it always went up like crazy. Not just go up, it went up like crazy. And I never seen it go to $48. Like, and if I have, it hasn't been since 2020 or 2019 or something like that. So yeah, it's going to 40 something dollars. And like with Elf Beauty, let me talk about Elf Beauty. Elf Beauty, it's a cosmetic company, right? Whatever that, so they do beauty and products and stuff like that, makeup and all that stuff. I think they got, well, let's just focus on that. So, like I said, Justin Bieber's wife got a line with them. Elf Beauty's in like every store you go to, like Walmart, maybe even Kroger, but like it's Target for sure. Like they have their own station, and like their stations are growing in those areas. So, like, I haven't seen a commercial for Elf Beauty. Have you guys? But like, it's seen in stores. It's evident. Like it's starting to take up more and more space. And since I've been around, like I think I saw Elf Beauty at $200 before, but I definitely seen it at like 180, 150. I'd mostly seen it at like 120 since 2020, 2019, even before like 2016. So like, yeah, I'm done not making money on that stock or being invested in that stock. It's time that I invested in it, and I haven't seen it at $48. So I was like, "Yep, I'm gonna buy that mug up, buy it up." So the key is, guys, you want to buy stocks every single paycheck. You put in a certain amount. So I'll give you a picture, right? You got $100, put $100 in a SoFi for a paycheck. You got $200, put $200 in a Elf Beauty. Or like if you really love a stock, you just focus on SoFi or Elf Beauty, and you put $300 in it every paycheck. Well, whatever you can do. Ideally, you want to invest about $1,000 a month. If you can't do that, just get as close as possible. Do your best, because in the long run, the more you invest, the more you give, the more you're gonna get back. The bigger your returns are gonna be. No risk, no reward. All the risk, all the reward. Like, and this ain't risky. Like Dave Ramsey, he always says like stock investing is risky. No, it's not. It's risky when you don't know what you're doing. It's risky when you don't know what you're invested in. It's risky when you don't understand the businesses that you invest in. It is business. It's really hard for it to be risky when you are invested in great companies that run the world, that are changing the way things are done in their industries. So these are these businesses. SoFi is the modern day bank. It's better than Bank of America and Wells Fargo. They're doing way more. Like I'm about to transfer all my money from Bank of America and bank with SoFi because, for example, SoFi does stuff with student loans. Like it tracks your student loan payments, how long it's going to take you to invest in it. Like it just does stuff like that for the modern day people. And SoFi is the only bank that's advertised to like middle schoolers and high schoolers and telling them like, what bank you can bank with, just like banks used to do when I was a kid. I can't remember who it was. It was like Regions or somebody. But yeah, banks used to do that, but like now they're so like prevalent and known, they don't do that anymore. But SoFi does now. So SoFi is going to be the bank for younger kids. So I can keep on going. Like in SoFi Stadium, I think that's the Los Angeles Rams. Like SoFi, like they market themselves like crazy, man. I done seen so many commercials on them. Monopoly. So I also look for a monopoly when it comes to stocks. But look, yeah, okay. Let me get the video short. Those are my 5 favorite stocks in the month of June 2026. And then also AMD is a good one to go with as well. AMD, man. Because AMD actually I've been invested in it since it says its 52-week low is $115. I think it was $101 or $80 or 70, something like that. But I've been buying it since 2020 as well. And yeah, so I bought it at those cheap prices and then shot all the way up to $500 recently, $546 in 44 cents right here. So yeah, it's been good to me, man. I made definitely that's definitely 2,000% for sure. Like way more than 2,000% probably. Like, but I just wish I would have not splurged my money. You'll see way more money in AMD if I didn't splurge it on that video game. But anyways, those are my favorite stocks in June 2026, my top five. So if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Uplift Beyond 9 to 5 with Sean Christopher Jenkins. All right. Like this video, comment if you got any questions or you want me to do a video on anything else. Here goes my other social media platforms, best social media platforms ever. This is where I post quotes every day, post stuff on stocks, do game streaming. I do a lot. So yeah, you can, go to my main YouTube channel right here. This is almost 700 videos. If you're interested about learning the Bible from me, seeing scripture verses. Hearing Bible studies, I talk about a lot of Instagram posts, like imagery. I break it down, talk about what it means to me, talk about dreams that God gave me. I talk about a lot on there. So yeah, check out that. And then also, I keep on doing that. Go to my gaming channel as well. All right. So here goes my gaming channel. Upload game and comics with Sean Christopher Jenkins. So if you want to see my game streams, hear me talk about comic books and stuff like that, check out this YouTube channel. Yeah. And so that's all you need. I'm also on Facebook, by the way, Uplift Beyond 95 with Sean Christopher Jenkins, so you can follow me on there. And I also I'm on TikTok as well. I forgot to tell you guys that on my last video. My TikTok is Uplift Beyond 95, right? So you can support me on there. All right. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a great one. Deuces.